So you just got orders to Joint Base San Antonio, Texas, and you might be heading out to Randolph, Fort Sam, Lackland, whatever the case is. I'm about to drop some nuggets for you so you can save a ton of money for your next home purchase, whether either you're looking to buy, sell, or even if you're gonna rent. So stay tuned. I'm about to drop some impactful knowledge here in this video today. So for my military buyers, let's just face it, we don't get a ton of time always to house hunt. Whether they get you on base and there's 10 days of house hunting, sure, that might be enough time to maybe look at a few homes, but is that really house hunting? No. So I tell my buyers, if you get orders 3 to 6 months in advance, that is the perfect time to contact me because we really need to strategize and go over your wants and needs into your next home. I want to focus a little bit in this video with new construction homes. I'm seeing a trend, and there are builders that are taking 100% advantage of veteran home buyers. And why would they do that? This is San Antonio, Texas, Military City, USA. Builders shouldn't do that. Well, here's the breakdown. They know VA homebuyers are the most qualified homebuyers out there, and they do understand that usually you are on a time constraint. So what they'll do is throw this information in your face and say, here's this shiny brand new home, move-in ready. Go ahead and sign these documents and we'll give you a 10-year warranty, 2-year major mechanical warranty, and a 1-year bumper to bumper, and you'll be on your way. That's not the full story. And here's what I'm seeing. There are people who bought in 2022. I'm not going to name the builder or the community, but we'll throw out the numbers. This individual active duty member bought this home for $271,000, 1,400 square foot home, brand new. The builder is now selling that same floor plan, brand new, for $245,000. They are negative $25,000 plus in equity. And they're in a situation where even if they were to rent, they're probably going to have to cough up another $100 a month just to be able to rent this house out until the market balances out and hopefully her home gets a little bit more equity. Is the builder doing this intentionally on that particular scenario? No. But could she have been a little bit more informed? And I was not the buyer agent on that. But knowing if you're buying a community that it just got started building that community and they have 10 plus years to build there, you're going to be competing with that builder for the entire 10 years until they're out of that community. And what that means for, let's say you put your home for rent in 5 years after you PCS out of San Antonio. Well, your rent hopefully is going to be lower than what it would cost to buy a brand new home in that community, because what I'm seeing right now, the builder is throwing $30,000 to $50,000 at these homes, whether it's a price reduction, an interest rate reduction, or a closing cost paid, appliance package, you name it. The builders got a lot of money to throw at these homes, and it's putting my home buyers, my military home buyers, at a disadvantage right now, especially when we're looking to sell or rent the house out. So that's my nugget number one. Try not to buy in a brand new community or a community where you know they're going to be there for 10 plus years, especially if it's surrounded by a bunch of newer communities. Let's try to find something that's almost closing out, or you kind of see the full picture of pricing in that neighborhood, because let's face it, the builder's got a lot of money to throw at. Say nugget number two, don't buy from certain builders. And again, I'm not going to tell you the builders on this video, but when you contact me, and I'll put my information below, there will be a link to click below to submit your information to get all of the privy information for new construction homes or pre-owned homes if that's what you want to do. But new construction homes, it's this shiny egg where people are jumping into this not knowing the full scope of what to look for. So don't buy from certain builders. Why is that, Anthony? Well, certain builders have a tendency to sell to more investors. So if they're ever hurting on sales, and usually they have these quarterly metrics that they have to meet, and if they're not meeting their quota, they drop the price and they'll go to a cash investor and tell them, hey, come buy our product so we can meet our metrics, and we're not going to, so the stocks look good and our investors are happy with all of our sales. Look at this. What does that do to the community when you have 20 plus investors go and buy up a whole street? Your community just became a rental community. And it's, I don't want to say that's a bad thing, but it's going to hurt your resale value. Absolutely. There are some builders who are very, very commonly doing this, and I think it's hurting the home buyers ultimately down the road. So that is nugget number two. Make sure you know where builders to buy from. Nugget number three, please get your home inspections. If you can't afford a home inspection, make sure you're buying in a community that has a good reputation. I'll just leave it at that. Home inspectors are not only licensed with the Texas Real Estate Commission, but they see this on a day-to-day basis, and they know exactly what the common tendencies are. Right now, in the roof, I'm seeing a lot of broken trusses. There's frame boards that are being broke, and they're not stick-built homes anymore. These are all pre-built frames. So essentially they build this whole entire wall of the house. They'll leave it in a lumberyard until it gets picked up, sitting in the weather, not being upright. It gets all shifted and crooked. So when they put this frame back up, guess what? It's not always straight, and it doesn't always stay intact all the time. Knowing what builders are doing this is very important, but I think the more important thing to know is make sure you get a good quality home inspector who knows what to look out for to save you from a huge financial mess down the road. Nugget number 4, location, location, location. Make sure, whether pre-owned or new build, you're buying in a location where you can see there's an actual trend of appreciation of value. If you can pull up the sales and you can see that the pricing has actually gone down year over year, there's a reason, whether it's crime, too many investors, maybe there's too many renters there, or whatever the case is. We want to make sure we get you into a community where I see at least a 5% appreciation year over year. A lot of this has to do with the reputation of the builder. If the community is happy, everyone in there that bought their home is content with the product, they tend to stay in there longer. When homeowners stay in their homes longer, the home values tend to go up because there's less supply in that community, meaning there's less homes for sale. But when you have a home that's selling every year, every other year in a community, it drives the prices down. So make sure you know where the communities are, where people are actually content. Don't just look at Google reviews, because trust me, I know there's a tendency for people to buy reviews in certain communities. I'm not calling anyone out, but it does happen. All right, for my last nugget on this video, I want to touch upon builder incentives. What's a builder incentive? Well, when builders are struggling to sell homes and the homes aren't selling like they were in COVID, builders throw out money or incentives to buyers for them to buy their product. So some of these incentives vary, and you really got to know, and honestly, I don't expect my buyers to know this. This is where you get in touch with a realtor that's really in tune with the market, understanding which communities and which builders are offering what incentives, how those differ from each builder. What I'm seeing right now is builders are putting $25,000 plus into your interest rate buy down. Sometimes they're gonna do a fixed 4.5% interest rate, or they'll do a 2-1 buy down, meaning the first year you'll have a 2.99% interest rate, 3.99 the next year, and then it'll go to a fixed 4.99 or whatever it is. I don't like those all the time because you're still gambling whether the market's gonna shift or the rates will go down in 2 years. If I was the buyer, I would always go for the fixed interest rate. On top of the fixed interest rate, they're also doing an appliance package, meaning they're giving you a fridge, they're giving you a washer and dryer, and they're also including, not always, this is negotiable, the blinds. In this market, blinds you've got to pull teeth for, but right now a lot of builders are giving you the blinds. That's the last thing you want to do in a home, is to measure out and install blinds. Trust me, I've done it in 2 homes. Pain in the butt. Make sure the builder does it for you, covered under warranty as well. Garage door opener, another one. Sometimes the builders include this, sometimes not. But what I'm doing right now with a recent buyer, we've got a 2-1 buy down. They got their fixed low interest rate as well. On top of that, we got garage door, we got the blinds, we got full gutters. Another thing you can ask for, asking the builder to put gutters on the roof. So there's a whole bunch of other things that you can get, but most commonly right now, the builders are blanket saying, hey, we'll buy down your interest rate, we'll pay for your closing costs, whether that be up to $10,000 in most cases, but we'll cover everything most of the time. The other one is sometimes they'll buy your lease out. So if you're leasing somewhere and you're in an apartment complex, yes, the builder will buy out your lease, meaning they'll pay your security deposit, whatever the fee is for you to break your lease, they will do that as well. It just depends on the time of year you're buying. If you're looking at summer months to do all this and to get all the bells and whistles, most likely won't happen. I'm seeing a lot of this in first quarter and fourth quarter a lot. The builders are very, very motivated. So that is my last nugget. Make sure you get with a realtor who knows all the incentives that each builder is offering, whether it's Meritage Home, D.R. Horton, Ashton Homes, History Maker, Century, you name it. There's a ton of builders out here, and they each have their own product line, different quality standards, different options that are standard, meaning whatever they put in the house. Is it standard or do you have to pay for it extra? Different incentives. So there's a lot to it. So here's your overall market recap here for new construction homes for my military home buyers. I'm gonna make another video for my sellers. I'm seeing a lot of trends in the market right now. Their sellers are really getting hurt doing certain practices that just does not help you sell your home. So buyers, these are your nuggets. I'm gonna put my link below. Hope you like this video. Please like and subscribe. Share this with anyone you know that's PCSing in, because I'm telling you right now, this market is shifting on a day-to-day basis. If it's not the interest rates going down or up, it's also the incentives the builders are throwing at you. They change on a week-to-week basis. So contact me if you're interested. Hey, Anthony, what are the current incentives right now for the west side of San Antonio or north side, whatever base you're getting stationed at? Fill you in with all that information. Can't wait to talk to you soon. I hope you have a good one. Take care.